One of the biggest things that's just not worth it anymore when you are in your late 20s is stop trying to convince people your worth. Yes, if they don't do right by you, they don't support you, they don't love you, they don't want to be with you, they don't like you, they don't treat you right, it is not worth any more of your time to convince people your worth anymore. I'm 29 years old. Next year, I'm going to be 30, and it's just not worth it anymore for me to convince someone to love me, to appreciate me, to respect me, to do right by me. You should not have to wait your whole life begging someone to respect you, to love you. This is a whole different era. Like accepting the bare minimum, accepting the disrespect, being around fake people, being around people that make you feel low, that makes you minimize who you are, that dims your light, people that do not want to support you, people that do not do right by you, people that are just phony, fake, toxic. Recognize when things are just not worth it anymore. At this age of my life, it is just not worth it. If you are in my space and you just bring bad energy, or if I'm in a relationship with someone and I gotta constantly beg that person to grow up, to do right by me, to respect me, to show me real love, it's just not worth it. You should never have to be begging. You should never have to be stressing, guessing about someone. It don't even have to be relationship. It could be your friends. It don't even gotta be your friends. Maybe you have family that are just very unsupportive. Maybe you have family that is just toxic. You should not be going your whole entire life being miserable because of your circumstances, because of the people that is around you. We are grown, we are evolving, we are walking into our future every single day of our life. And you gotta just recognize when things are just not worth it. And one thing that is not worth it is having that fake love around you. Another thing that's not worth it is begging people to do you right, begging people not to cheat on you. If you're in a relationship and you know it's toxic and you know that y'all are hanging by a thread, you know that the relationship is just not good for you, it's just not worth staying in it anymore and become miserable. Know when your time with these fake relationships or these relationships that are no longer serving you, know when it's your time that the relationships has expired. Know when it's time that the season has come to pass. There is seasons in your life for everything, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a job, whatever season you are in your life, there is seasons for everything. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Know your worth. This is one thing that I recognize that I know it's not even worth my time or my energy anymore. And maybe some of y'all can resonate. Maybe not a lot of y'all, but maybe some of y'all. If I walk into a family function or an event and it's just bad vibes, like y'all know when y'all walking into a family function and some people just be looking at you crazy, like who's that? Like, you know, they don't even want to say hi to you. They don't even want to acknowledge you. And if they do say hi to you, they give you that petty hi, like hi, like that weird hi. Like, you know the vibes, you know the energies. You know, I don't trust people words, but I trust people energy, and energy don't lie. Like, you can feel it through the vibes. Like, your intuition, your discernment is going to tell you, like, something about this person just doesn't feel right. If you are at a family function and it just don't feel right and you don't feel comfortable there, you don't feel supported there, you feel like the black sheep, you feel left out, you feel unwanted. Matter of fact, you probably even feel tolerable just because you're family or just because y'all related. It's just not worth it anymore. What I love about being grown and being an adult is that when I was young, me and my siblings, we was growing up, my parents would always take us to family events that, not that there was drama, but like we barely didn't even know them like that. Like me and my siblings, we would feel so uncomfortable being in these family events or family functions because we didn't really know these people like that. So the good thing about being grown and being an adult is that you can make your own decisions. If you don't want to go and be around certain people, you do not have to do it. If you don't want to be around certain people, you don't want to hang out with certain individuals, you don't want to be in a certain relationship, you don't want to stay at a certain job, you can get the fuck out. You can change your life. You can change your environment. If a flower doesn't bloom, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the flower. It means that you have to change the environment. So me, being 29 years old, if I'm walking into a family function Or if I know there's certain people that I just don't want to see, I don't want to deal with, I don't want in my energy. It's not that there's drama. It's just I'm all about protecting my peace. I'm all about protecting my energy. And I know some of you guys can really, really resonate. I never was the person that would be like, oh, who's coming? Who's coming to this birthday party? Who's coming to this baby shower? I was never that person. But now I am that person. You know why? Because I'm all about protecting my peace. My peace is overpriced. My peace cannot be compromised. If I know certain people just rub me the wrong way, or, you know, something about their energy, it feels so fake, I'm not going to be around. And it's no hard feelings and it's no beef, but I outgrew so many people. And at this age, me being 29 years old, I just recognize when things are just not worth it anymore. So if you're walking into a function, it don't even got to be a family function. Maybe it could be a job. You know, a lot of y'all have fake coworkers. I know a lot of y'all have coworkers that they rub y'all the wrong way. They talk bad about you. They smile in your face. They be hating on you. Because I've went through it. When I was working in a sneaker store, I seen a lot of jealous things. I witnessed so much low-key haters. I witnessed people smiling in my face, gossiping behind my back. So any type of event, any type of function, any type of gathering, if something don't feel right within your intuition, within your discernment, protect your energy at all costs. It's just not worth it. Another way how you could recognize when things are just not worth it is when you're on social media and you're following people and they're following you, and you know how y'all have certain family or certain friends or certain coworkers, they're just watching you. They don't support you, they don't comment, but they watch everything that you post. And y'all know some of them is just very phony. Y'all know some of them just give the vibes of toxic, of just drama. Like, y'all know how y'all have some people that y'all have in y'all life or maybe in y'all group, they love to stir up drama. They love to talk about everybody else. But when you're not around, they're talking about you too. So when you're on social media and y'all scrolling and y'all know what I'm talking about, when y'all feel when someone is throwing a subliminal about you, when they're throwing an indirect about you, be alert enough to catch the shade, but be healed enough to go on about your business. So be alert enough to catch the shade, but be healed and grown enough to go on about your business. If it don't apply, then let it fly. Not every action needs a reaction. Some people are really just not worth your time. And let me just tell y'all something about the social media, about the throwing indirects, about throwing the subliminals, is that people are projecting. So what that means is that if someone is constantly just throwing shade and they're just saying negative things about you, if you're posting on your social media, your brand, your business, you know they're watching you, but they don't want to support you. They don't even want to like you because they see the potential in you. They're projecting. The way how they feel about themselves, they're going to take it out on you. So if they hating on you, it's because they hate themselves, because they know they want to get to where you want to be, you know, being positive, being confident, getting to the bag, going about your day, going about your business. They don't do the same because they cannot relate. They don't want to support themselves. They don't want to help themselves. They don't want to work within themselves. So when someone is projecting, when they're constantly throwing shade, 9 out of 10 times, it ain't got nothing to do with you. A lot of people lack self-awareness. Some of the people that you follow online, or they following you, or they're keeping tabs on you, they have self-hate within themselves. So always be alert to catch the shade, but always be healed enough to go on about your business. At the end of the day, God got you. All that self-hate that someone is constantly posting online, or that negativity or that drama, is going to come tenfold back to them. So don't even engage in nonsense. That's why I always say, if it don't apply, just let it fly. Not every action needs a reaction, because I never ever will tell someone to go and seek karma. I will never tell y'all to go seek revenge. Once you seek revenge, you go into jail. Always let God do the vindication, because God is always going to spin the block way harder than you ever will. Now, the last one, things that I recognize that is just not worth my time anymore. You're going to laugh, but if I'm going to visit you, I'm wasting 20 minutes looking for parking, I'm leaving. Like, if it's 20 minutes, I'm looking at the time and I'm like, wow, 20 minutes went by, and I'm driving around and there's still no parking. Like, there's no parking spot for me. I'm sorry, I'm out. Those 20 minutes, I could have went home, you know, did something with my daughter, did something else. Like, listen, I'm at that age. I know it may sound messed up, but I'm not going to waste my time looking for parking. And I know some of you guys, y'all can resonate. But the last one that I wanted to talk about is recognize when you're too old to be doing this and when it's not worth it anymore is stop arguing in public. It's so corny. It's so lame. I don't care if you with your man. I don't care if you with your girl. I don't care who it is. Stop arguing in public. You making yourself look crazy. You embarrassing yourself. You embarrassing the person that you're with, especially y'all that are in these relationships, because I was in them and I went through it. I used to argue with my ex in public and I would feel so stupid. I would feel so low. And then everybody is talking about you. And not that you should care if people was talking about you, but don't ever, ever minimize who you are just because of who you're dealing with. If someone is toxic, if someone is just not serving you anymore, if someone is just not bringing you peace. I am all about peace and I am all about protecting my energy. If I got to argue with you in public, if I got to argue with you at all, if I got to make a scene in public and have everybody stare at me, one, you're going to be on TikTok. Two, everyone's going to talk about you. But it just makes me feel so low. Like, why would I ever stoop so low to match someone else's energy? Like, if that person is already below you, there's no point of you minimizing who you are to match their energy. Stop arguing with people in public. If they are so toxic, if they're just argumentative, if they can't even hold a conversation, if they cannot compose themselves like a human being, you should not be around them. You should not be tolerating them. That's just so embarrassing. It's not cute. Do what's right for you, but protect your peace. And these are the things that I just wanted to talk about because these are things that I noticed is just not worth it. I am 29 years old and I just want peace in my life and I'm all about protecting my mental health. And I hope someone can resonate with this. And if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, share your thoughts, comment below, and I'll be back for more videos.